So it's been 6 weeks since the no-dig garden was put into place and the raised flower bed was put into place. So this is supposedly the pumpkin, and it has been a little bit lazy. I've had stern conversations with it. It's had several flowers but absolutely no pumpkins. So it likes to look pretty, but it actually doesn't want to do anything. Then over here is the first of 3 pumpkins. There's 1 and 2 and 3. This one is probably the best of the 3, and that one's just released its first flower. So I'm not quite sure. That one's got a flower as well. This one's got a flower. Let's see what they do. They haven't exactly gone nuts, but you know. And then we have 4 honeydew melon plants. So that's the first one, the second one, the third one, and the 4th one. Now the 3rd and the 4th ones, these 2 here, they appear not to want to do anything at all. They've completely gone on strike. They're not interested in playing the game at all. These 2 are not too bad. That first one has got flowers on. There. So we'll see if that eventuates into anything. Again, lots of growing with these 2, but they're a little bit lazy. Now the raised flower bed and of course the no-dig garden, both of them don't show me in my best light, and it's not been my finest hour. Here's the silver beet, which I think is exactly the same size it was when I planted it 6 weeks ago. That clearly is on strike. It wants nothing to do with growing whatsoever. And it has also had a stern talking to, but it didn't respond to that. Here's the spring onions. Now, I actually think they are trying to play the game, and they are bigger than what they were when I planted them 6 weeks ago. Very slow growing, but I do think we may have the odd spring onion in a little while. And then we have the peas. Okay, this was clearly not a success. I did have several pea pods come up, and I thought I'd leave them for 1 more day, and then the bugs. And every single pea pod got annihilated by bugs. So the peas, they tried hard, but they were overrun. So then supposedly we have the star of the show here. This is the tomato plant, and in comparison to 6 weeks ago, it's actually grown quite tall. It's had a series of flowers, and it still has a couple of flowers there. And out of all of that lot, it has 1 tomato. 1 cherry tomato. That's it. That is it. So I feel in my bones that this tomato plant, it was full of show, but it actually wasn't particularly productive. Now, I have had a disciplinary conversation with said vegetables and indicated to them that if they do not lift their production game, then there will be some severe punishment on their part. They and the compost heap may meet one another. In comparison, the plants, the ornamental plants, all of the succulents, the cactuses and all of that have all played the game and have been very, very hard at work growing. This one, for instance, was about here when I put it in there about 6 or 8 weeks ago. It's now all the way down there. And those plants are all, I'm going to say, they were all maybe a couple of inches high, and now they're pretty massive. And then these ones over here, they were all babies, and all of these cactuses are grown beautifully. Look, this one even has flowers. So they're doing really, really well. So there you have it, a very quick update on my veggie patch. Not my finest hour, I have to admit. Clearly I'm not that much of a green thumb, but there you go. Hope everyone is having a fantastic festive week. Look forward to seeing you next week. Bye from me.